Namaskar. Mrs. Ruchira Kamboj, former permanent representative of India to United Nations, Mr. Divakar Kamboj, Mrs. Keerthi Pandian, Mr. Sai Sharan, Mr. Rishabh Shah, the youngster who is instrumental in organizing this sort of conferences, my dear young friends, I feel really very happy to be amidst you all today, because I know how beautiful, enjoyable the age to which you belong to. Sometimes someone asks me, sir, if God appears before you and then asks you, what is it one thing you want God to give you? I told him, I will ask him, please give me my childhood once again. That is my request. Because that is the most enjoyable period in life. இங்கு வந்திருக்கும் பெற்றோர்களுக்கும் ஆசிரியர்களுக்கும் மாணவர்களுக்கும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்கள். I always feel very happy to be speaking or talking or interacting with the people in their respective mother tongue. But you know, in the conferences, you meet different people from different states and different backgrounds, and also people who have different languages as their mother tongue. So you need to interact with in English or Hindi or other languages. Here, my dear youngsters, I am in Tamil Nadu. Tamil is one of the beautiful, ancient, classical language, wonderful language. There are many Indian languages, undoubtedly. So my first advice before I speak about other issues is first, feel proud of your mother tongue. At home, speak in mother tongue. Don't call this mummy, daddy, bidi, jadi, kedi. Avoid that. Call amma, ayya, anna. That comes from heart. So everybody among themselves, first of all, in the family, they should speak in their mother tongue. Mother tongue, I always insist on saying 4 things. 1, first, respect mother, who is responsible for the beautiful birth. Mother includes father also. And it's our tradition in this country, we call it as a motherland. We never call it as a fatherland. That is the greatness of respect a woman this country, this culture has. Amma. Second is the native place, Janma Bhumi. You feel proud of your village, the place where you were born. And back home, tomorrow you become something great in your own way. But do something back home to your native place. Even if some youngsters, some of you may like to go to abroad, of course now they want to come back thanks to Mr. Trump. I'm really very happy that our boys and girls, they will all come back here and then useful for the society. If you want to go also, go, no problem. Go, land, earn and return. This is my 3-line advice to all the people who want to go abroad. Go, learn, earn and return. Because returning back to our own native place, to our motherland, and spending time with our parents and grandparents, and with this beautiful people in the country, that is the most enjoyable thing in the life. Friends, today, this conference, concourse of India's international movement to unite nations, is a very important topic. That this event is being conducted by one of the world's largest youth-run organization that aims to bring the world closer the Indian way, because we in Indians, we believe in Vasudaika Kutumbakam. The entire world is one family. That is the feeling of India. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Share and care is the core of Indian philosophy. India was the richest once upon a time. Before the British takeover, we had great GDP in terms of GDP also. But they came here, they ruled us, they looted us, they cheated us. They cheated the minds of some of our people also, who later started telling us that they are great and we are inferior, they are superior. Robert Clive the Great, Alexander the Great, but not Veerapandya Kattabomman, but not Allur Sitaramarazu, but not V.O. Chidambaram Pillai, but not Rani Rudramma. There are many great people, heroes in this country, but the history books never gave them importance because it was written, one, by those people, second, and people inspired by them because of the colonial rule we had. This non-profit youth organization, I'm told, works in 220 cities and 35 countries with the aim of uniting the world using the Indian approach, Vasudaika Kutumbakam. Your objective to empower the youth by enabling them to solve the global problems at an individual level is a commendable one. I learned that this concourse is being attended by 13, 19-year-olds from across the state who will be debating on various international, national and local issues. I am also told that your activities to empower students to explore global issues through an Indian lens is done through I.I.M.U.N clubs, chapter conferences and international conferences, among other things. This emphasis on Indian perspective is all the more relevant today when Bharat, under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi and his leadership, has emerged as a major global player. India, the world's fourth largest economy, engaged with all world players today, big or small, on equal terms, treating them as partners. You as young Indians are part of great socio-economic transition and transformation. As I was telling you, India was rich, great, but India never attacked any country in the entire history, in spite of being great. Small countries, Portuguese came and ruled Goa, Portuguese. India of this size and this great history, we never thought of enslaving anybody because we believe in the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Youngsters, you are the drivers of the chain. and the future of this great nation rests on your shoulders as our development journey takes us into Amrit Kal. Bharat is the fastest growing major economy in the world, ranking 4th. This assumes added significance in our country where 50% of the population is below 30 years of age and more than 65% of the population is under the age of 35 today. Today, India is seen as the future talent factory of the world with the largest pool of human resources. My dear young friends, the challenges that a seamlessly interconnected world faces today include like climate change, poverty, discrimination, social here and there, prejudices, and inequality do not have any borders. Therefore, we should strive even harder to ensure that our actions, big or small, have the power to make a difference for beyond our local communities. Who is a global citizen? A global citizen is one who is aware of the world with all its diverse challenges, respects different cultures, and cares about the impact of the choices he makes. Being a global citizen means standing up for fairness, embracing diversity, and using one's talents to help to create a more just and sustainable world. I am glad that this organization is building a vast network of volunteers who have the creativity, passion, and tools to lead the real change. To think globally is to act with conviction and compassion, with the intrinsic knowledge that your small actions, when multiplied, can transform the world. The future of the nation, and by extension, the world, is in your hands. It all depends on the lens through which you learn to see and engage with the world around you. My dear youngsters, I appreciate your organizational activities to support marginalized communities through regular monthly initiatives which focus on issues ranging from combating climate change to food donation drives. The biggest challenge the world is facing today is the climate change. The entire world must come together. We must all should go back of love and live with the nature. Nature, culture together for a bright future. Nature, culture together for our bright future. That should be our aim. We misbehaved with the nature, and nature is showing its fury. And some of the developed nations have done it more, and they are having more effect of it. So the youngsters must develop this passion of love and live with the nature. This should be the priority in your life. Secondly, you must always inculcate the habit of respecting one, of course, parents and grandparents, your neighbors and your friends. Respect his opinion even if you disagree with him. And I finally say, agree to disagree. Don't go on quarreling. What is happening across the world today is very disturbing in many countries. Because peace is the prerequisite for progress. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention and have retention. You will be doing only pretension as if you have that. That should never be. Peaceful. Be peaceful. Be positive in your approach. The negativity should not be there. It is our country, our people, our government, our political parties, whatever they may be. So be positive. Positive in Corona is a bad word. There is no more Corona today. So be positive in your approach to everything in your life. That will really make you great and then give you more and more energy. And if you utilize that energy in a positive manner, in a constructive manner, it will enhance your personality, it will strengthen your future and also the country. What is required is constructive thinking, not destructive or obstructive. What is required is constructive. Think constructively. Of course, why I am stressing on this is I have been the chairman of the Upper House of India, and we have seen the debates also, how it happened, used to happen, how they are happening and all. There are some great parliamentarians who are contributing their might to the debates. There are some people who believes in obstruction. They don't believe in constructive approach or positive approach. They forget we are no more under British rule. We are Indians. We elect our MLA, we elect our MP, we elect our Chief Minister, we elect our Prime Minister and also President. So one must have positivity, then constructive thinking, and then also learn to be happy with the nature. That is also equally important. Your aim to create a network of Indian thought leaders across the world that will truly unite humanity, bring peace and lead to prosperity ultimately is laudable indeed. Your parent organization, I.I.M.U.N's parent organization, Taking India Forward Foundation, deserves to be commended for helping and supporting the organization realizing its vision of shaping world leaders anchored in Bharatiyata, Indianness. Indianness, Bharatiyata is the way of living. It's a culture. Hindu, some people say Hindu means, Hindu is not religion. Hindu is a way of life. And feel proud. One day in Parliament House and people are ridiculing and all. Of course, I was in politics at the time. I told them this name, Hindu, Hindustan, is not given by Modi ji or Vajpayee ji or Venkaiah Naidu. This is Hindustan, that is Pakistan. That has been given by Hindu Mahasamudra, Hindustan Times, Hindustan Shipyard, Hindustan Aeronautic Limited, Hindustan Machine Tools. It's an identity of a culture. We must always feel proud of our culture and being Bharatiya. We belong to different languages, different regions, different religions. Religion is a way of worship, whereas our culture is a way of life. This differentiation must be understood by one and all. And we must also learn as many languages as possible. We are Tamilian, Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, Marathi, Assami, Punjabi, Bhojpuri, Santhal, so many languages. And it's a wonderful experience to hear different languages. As chairman of the Rajya Sabha, I have allowed members to speak in 22 languages, any of their choice. And then, of course, we introduce simultaneous translation. And people used to enjoy it. And I come to this side, some people, boys used to complain to me saying, sir, Hindi is being imposed on us. Imposed. I respond by saying no imposition. Then the youth clap. First word, no imposition. Second word is no opposition. Third word is, that is my proposition. Fourth word is, that should be your position also. We should oppose any language. I know that I am saying it from Chennai. I am your neighbor. I belong to Nellore. Not Vellore, Nellore. During my student days, I also took part in anti-Hindi agitation, because you don't know what went on. Those days, any agitation means first thing is chutti, enjoy. And then why are we on strike? One parent innocently came and asked the boy, what is happening? We are on strike. What is the issue? We are on strike. Issue will be decided in the evening general body meeting. That used to be those days are over now. Later, after going to Delhi, I have graduated in my life, step by step, youngsters. A position came to me. I was school pupil leader. I was college union vice president first and then president. Then I was chairman of the University Students' Union, Andhra University, during my course of doing law. I was the youth wing president of the party at the state level. I was youth wing vice president of the party at the national level. I was state party general secretary at the state level. I became the national general secretary at the national level. I became the president of the party at the state level. I became the president of the party at the national level. I was MLA 2 terms. I was MP 4 terms. Then I was a minister, different portfolios and all. Then finally, I became Vice President of India, second highest constitutional authority of the country. Why I am recalling all this is how you achieved it. Hard work. Hard work, discipline. Hard work, discipline. And then desire to excel. Aim high, dream high. This is what Dr. Kalam has said. Aim high, dream high, simply dreaming and simply aiming, but work hard. This should be the guideline for all of us, all the youngsters here. If you work hard, some of you may become something big in life, in whatever manner. Need not be politicians alone. Scientists, doctor, actor, any. The opportunities are there. In Indian democracy, beauty is that a tractor running farmer's son could become Vice President of India. How? That is the beauty of Indian democracy. So keep this in mind. Always try to work hard. And then discipline. Discipline not for the sake of others. And I also have small advice. Get up early. Rise with the sun. Sun. Not the sun symbol. Sun. And then do some physical exercise. If you are physically fit, then you will become mentally alert. Do some yoga. Yoga is an exercise. It's part of our culture. Some people say, sir, yoga is... One boy asked me, yoga se mujhe kya milega? I told him, yoga karne se aap yogya banaogi. He will become, yogya means fit. See, and then he said, sir, yoga is good, but I have to do Surya Namaskara. I understood. Then I told him, if you have a problem with Surya Namaskara, you do Chandra Namaskara. No problem. No, because Namaskara is our samskara. It's an exercise for body and for the mind also. And one boy said, sir, yoga is okay, Modi, yoga, because Modi ji has taken up to United Nations and 172 countries or 80 countries, 180 countries are practicing yoga across the globe. Why should we have an objection? Yoga is not because of Modi. It's not for Modi. Yoga is for your body. You have to understand that basic thing and then try to practice yoga in your life. That will really empowers you. That will give you more confidence. More confidence. And that will make you really work hard and faster. And the other small advice is, my dear youngsters, As I was telling about climate change, another problem is the health problems across the globe. The younger generation getting affected to various diseases and all. It's because of the food we eat. Avoid junk food. Avoid junk food. Prefer homemade, properly cooked food. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, great son of this great country who comes from this state, he always used to advocate, eat protein food. Protein food. But what is happening? Not protein. We are eating routine, this junk food. And one boy told me, sir, this food is instant food, sir. I told him, if it is instant food means constant disease. Understand this. Food has to be cooked properly. And it is proved beyond time. Now, we are told to us, our Indian food, and particularly South Indian food, Tamilian, your idli, your dosa, your vada, your sambar is internationally popular now across the globe. People prefer, they enjoy. Time tested. Our forefathers, for years together, they always prepared food in a proper manner. So please try to avoid junk food and then eat properly cooked food. This is my advice to all the youngsters. And then, my dear youngsters, you may surprise former Vice President. We thought he is going to give us great advices. He is telling us to eat sambar, idli. He is telling us to get up early in the morning. And these are all basic things in life. Basic things in life. One can make you really great. So please remember these small things. And then, as I told you, respect your parents, respect your grandparents, and respect your culture, your tradition, and then respect the Indian way of life. Share and care. Share and care is the core of our Indian philosophy. Sharing with others, caring for others. This has been our culture. If you want to really unite all the nations in the Indian way, first understand what is Indian way. And then try to influence others. Irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion and region, we are Indians, we are Bharatiyas. This approach has to be there in our mind. My dear youngsters, and also try to learn as much as you can. Passion. You must have the passion to learn things, to specialize in things, and then help the society. Ultimate aim of the research, education, and study is how to make the life of the people comfortable, life of the people happy, life of the people peaceful. That is the ultimate aim. It's not simply reading the books. It is to understand things which make people's life happy. Country is moving forward. Now India is becoming a leader in many of the areas, but in moving faster, we should not leave our cultural, ethical values. What is happening in the society is disturbing. What is happening across the globe is also disturbing. One is losing peace is another thing. Other thing also we are seeing what is happening across the globe. Another disturbing trend is we are losing tolerance, becoming increasingly intolerant. We are not able to really appreciate the other's point of view and then live in harmony. Harmonious life is always very happy, blissful. So move in that direction. Think in that direction and then be happy. So passion, to learn. Earn also is fine, but share and care, and then live happily. That should be our aim. This, the education which you are all getting through, you are from a Casagrand School, International School, very good reputed institution. The education is to get empowerment. Education is to get enlightenment. Education is not simply to earn degrees. And also education as a society, as I told you, is to help the society in our own way and make the society strong. So that passion, education, health and education and politics. Once upon a time there used to be mission. There used to be called as mission. Heard about Nalanda, Takshasila, Vikramsila, the great universities of the past also. Across the globe, students used to come and study here and go back. This is not what we are saying or boasting. Even song, Pahian, Chinese historians, they came and they wrote about our institutions, our education and all. Education is for empowerment. Education is for enhancement of knowledge. This has to be kept in mind. In the present education system, I am happy the national education policy, which has been brought forward, the Indian way of thinking, has been introduced. And this has to be understood by one and all, and every education institution must take the spirit of the new education policy, national education policy, drafted by a great person like Kasturi Rangan, the great space specialist. We should follow that model and we should follow our system. Small things also, small things. Small, say namaste. One boy told me, sir, good morning. I told him, why don't you say namaste? He said, sir, that's the practice now. What is practice? Namaste. Namaskara is our samskara. If you say good morning, after some time you have to say good afternoon. Then by evening you have to say good evening. By night you have to say good night. You don't know whether you want good night or bad night. Simple. 24/7. Namaste. Vanakkam. Namaskaram. Nandri. Our own words are there, na? Why don't you use all this in your regular life? And this really brings the change in the society also. I told also, they said excellency, I said don't call me excellency. You say honorable vice president. Happy, but that's all. This is all colonial past. English fellows, everything, they said your excellency. Your excellency. That has been introduced by English fellows. I am not against English language. Learn English as a language, but don't become an English person. Be an Indian, be a Bharatiya, be a Tamilian. Learn Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Assami, Punjabi, Bhojpuri, Hindi, English also. No problem at all. Some people, one boy told me, sir, and I was saying, you are insisting on mother tongue. I said, mother tongue is like eyesight. English is like spectacles. He said, sir? I said, yes. If you have eyesight, then spectacles will work. If you don't have eyesight, even if you wear rubber glass, पहनने से भी जुबान से कुछ आएगा नहीं. जुबान means. Then he understood. He said, sir, but unless you study in English, you can't go up. Then I told him, recently I spoke to God. I made an ISD call and talked to him, sir, do you have any restriction that if one has to reach you, one must study English medium? God told me, no, not at all. Expiry date, once it is over, anybody can reach me without problem of this. The boy told me, sir, you are jocularly saying it. What I am saying, higher position. Then I told him, President of India, present President, studied in his mother tongue. Past President Ramnath Kovind studied in his mother tongue. The Vice President myself, I studied in a village school, street school, to be frank enough. Used to walk 4 kilometers, go to school and come back. I could become Vice President of India. The President The Chief Justice of India till the other day, Mr. Ramana, he wrote saying that I studied in my mother tongue and then became Chief Justice of India, Supreme Court of India. And then the present Prime Minister never went to convent at all, but now he is the internationally popular figure across the globe, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It is the character, it is the caliber, it is the capacity, it is the conduct that makes you great. Have the 4 C's: character, caliber, capacity and conduct. But some intelligent politicians replace those 4 C's by another 4 C's. What are those 4 C's? Caste, community, cash, criminality. These things have taken over. Bad. We must go back to our original 4 C's: character, caliber, capacity and conduct, and become strong, become ideal. This is my advice to you all youngsters. You participate in such conferences, you discuss about thoughts, but put forth Indian thought, and then stress on Indian way of engaging in discussion, and then respecting each other's point of view, and finally sometimes agree to disagree also. You must also have a mission to help the marginalized sections in the society. Mission with passion, without giving any remission, expecting any commission or doing any omission. Have passion for the nation. Nation includes people. Nation includes people. Nation is not a geographical boundary. People. So you must love the people and you must give a helping hand to the marginalized sections. That should be your approach throughout your life. As I told you, the mantra is share and care. Sharing is proof of caring and demands efforts and sacrifice, small sacrifice on your part. My dear youngsters, as I said in the beginning, I am really very happy to be amidst you all today. This wonderful gathering here. I wish you all the best. Participate without any hesitation. Initially, sometimes you may commit small mistakes, but at the end of the day, you will become great if you develop this thought process of listening to others, respecting others' viewpoint, and then put forth your argument with conviction, with capacity and caliber, and then maintain your conduct, exemplary conduct of Bharatiya way of life. Then you will excel in your life. Thank you very much. All the best. Nandri, Vanakkam. To understand the universe and the youth, they should aim at enhancing their knowledge and thereby acquire more and more knowledge, and then be always open to ideas, and then that will really enrich you, and then you can pass it on to the others. Thereby you become a leader. Who is a leader? A person who has got greater qualities, who has got more self-confidence, who has got the capacity to take lead and lead others. That comes automatically.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm actually your neighbor, sir. I'm nearby Nellore. I live in a place called Ponneri, near Sulurpeta. So I just have one question for you, sir. As you said, books are not supposed to be read, they are supposed to be understood. What one book would you recommend to the youngsters here for their development, sir? Thank you.
I advise them, to the students of Chennai, the youngsters, if you are interested, you read the epic Ramayana written by late Rajagopalachari, CR. CR is the greatest intellectual. Chakravartila Rajagopalachari, the first Governor General of India, who hails from this state, I think from Salem, he is a great intellectual. He wrote Ramayana in such a beautiful manner. And if one reads Ramayana, understands Ramayana, and then symbolizes Rama as an ideal, he will excel in life, he will be able to face all the challenges also. British people, I am told, they were not afraid of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru or Mahatma Gandhi. They used to be afraid of Chakravarti Rajagopalachari, CR, because he was so intelligent. That's what you people used to say. They used to respect Gandhiji more, but as far as the knowledge is concerned. So my advice is simple, Ramayana written by Rajagopalachari.
I'm the correspondent at Casagrand International School. I have with me here our CEO, Mr. Dwarakesh, and our principal of our Perumbakam campus, Dr. Sulochana. We are part of Casagrand Group. We have 3 schools, one in Perumbakam, the other in I.I.M.U.N, and a third in Kilambakam Mandalur campus. We are educating over 3,000 schools at the moment, and our focus is on nurturing happy and confident, future-ready students. What differentiates us from other schools is that we are a CBSE-run school, but we focus 60% on academics and 40% on life skills. Life skills is making our students, in fact, future-ready. We do a lot in terms of life skills, and as part of our life skills is today's event that is taking place here, which is our Model United Nations event, which is MUN, and we have partnered with I.I.M.U.N to host this event. We have over 1,000 students who have registered for this event today across 50 schools in Tamil Nadu. Our own students are participating in this event. They talk about global issues and diplomacy related matters, which makes them very confident and ready to face the world challenges. So that's about today, and I'll pass it on to
Dwarakesh. I'm CEO of Casagrand International School. As ma'am said, Casagrand you all be knowing is a household name on real estate. We started Casagrand International School 3 years before. As ma'am said, right now we are having close to about 3 campuses with 3,000 students are studying with us. So as ma'am said, we are it's a proper CBSE curriculum, and we are taking 20% of the academics and started implementing in life skill. One such event is I.I.M.U.N, which we all are here for. And as a part of curriculum, we have implemented this I.I.M.U.N into our the events which we do. This is the third year we are doing an I.I.M.U.N event. And in fact, next 2 days, we're going to have a full day event in Perumbakam campus. I wish you can join us there. Apart from that, we concentrate more. Apart from academics, we do state level chess tournaments. We do school Olympics, and I.I.M.U.N is one such event which we wanted to bring in lot many things from students apart from academics. And I can, Ruchira ma'am can add on to more about the event and the campus.
Thank you, Dwarakesh. Namaste, I'm a principal of Perumbakam campus. I'm Dr. Sulochana, and we are very happy to host. This is the third event that we are hosting, and aside hosting, what I liked about I.I.M.U.N and the other activities that we are doing, it perfectly aligns with our vision, which is imparting life skills, which is the main differentiator of our school, where the children get to understand resilience, tolerance, organizational skills, critical thinking, creative thinking, planning, and sharing and caring. So these are our core skills which we impart regularly to our children. Aside this, we are going to host about 800 plus children tomorrow and the day after, and we are proud to host I.I.M.U.N. Thank you.
So the event is going to be a 3-day event. 2 days is happening in our Perumbakam campus. Today, what we witnessed is an launch event, which you would have seen Venkaiah Naidu's speech. He was so motivating to all the 1,000 students who were here, and in fact, he brought in the complete legacy about how to wake up to go sleep in night, and what are the most important things in life apart from academics. That's what the core idea is all about, and the event is all about. And it was an excellent evening with his presence.
So we were honored to have ex-Vice President Mr. Venkaiah Naidu as our chief guest for today's event. He is an excellent speaker, as you know, and he has motivated the 1,000-odd students that were sitting today by his thoughts on what is important to be as a student, importance of our nationality, which is being Indian and proud to be an Indian. Also, what is important in terms of values. He addressed the students, so it was quite an empowering day today for all the student community at the event.
Thank you.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Good evening everyone. I'm here for I.I.M.U.N event. எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. ஐ ஃபீல் ஸோ ஆனர் டு பி ப்ரெசென்ட் ஹியர். ஏன்னா இங்கே நிறைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸோட நிறைய இந்த உலகத்துக்காக பண்ணியிருக்கிற நிறைய பேர் கெஸ்ட்ஸாக வந்திருக்காங்க. அண்ட் நாங்கள் இருக்கிறதுல எனக்கு ரொம்ப இன்ஸ்பைரிங்காக இருக்குது. ஏன்னா அவங்களோட சேர்ந்து ஒரு குரூப் ஆஃப் யங் மைண்ட்ஸ், யங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எப்படி நம்ம இருக்கிற உலகத்தில் எந்த மாதிரி சேஞ்சஸ், எந்த மாதிரி சேலஞ்சஸ், எப்படி அதை டேக்கிள் பண்ணுறான்ற அந்த மைண்ட் செட்டு கொண்டு வரதுக்கு இந்த ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ் ட்ரை பண்ணுது. ஸோ அவங்கக்கிட்ட இன்டராக்ட் பண்ணதில், அவங்கக்கிட்ட பேசினதில் நான் ரொம்பவே சந்தோஷப்படுறேன். ஐ திங்க் I.I.M.U.N மாதிரி ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ஸ் இப்போ இருக்கிற உலகத்துக்கு ரொம்பவே இம்பார்ட்டண்ட். ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற யங் ஜென்ரேஷன், யங் மைண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் த லீடர்ஸ் ஆஃப் டுமாரோ. ஸோ ஐ ரியலி ஹோப் அண்ட் விஷ் their initiative brings a lot of change.
Thank you.
Thank you.